documents that I had to submit to make something. I don't live in Santiago. I live in Teno, in a countryside, in the countryside of Chile. So I was there with my friend, who is also an info warrior. His name is Pedro Reyes, and I want to also to thank him for being there. You can hear him like in the second 46 saying, "You will fail, you will fail." That's the background voice. But we got there like at 1:10 p.m., something like that. And Rockefeller's plane was going to land at 1:15 p.m. We saw the screen with the flights coming in and coming out, and seeing that the plane was already there. So we lost a lot of hope at that time. We didn't know what to do. We were searching all over the airport. There was a lot of people. We think that famous person like Mr. Rockefeller has to arrive to Chile in some kind of a special way, you know. Well, we began to search for the VIP section or something like that, and we asked a lot of people, where does a person comes from the airport being a millionaire, being an international banker? No one knew about him arriving to Chile. Not even the press reported it. I forced to the press that Rockefeller was going to be here, also with Mr. Agustin Edwards, who is the owner of El Mercurio. But we had a lot of responses, but nothing clear. Then when we turned around to almost leave the place, we were losing a lot of all hope. We found out that David Rockefeller was there in front of us and waiting for some man to put him on the vehicle where Agustin Edwards was at.
Yeah, he's now in a wheelchair.
Yes, he's now in a wheelchair. Well, he's looking.
I don't normally get happy about seeing a person become decrepit, but I tell you, I'm not crying any tears for him. He's one more step towards the mouth of hell opening up for him. He can probably see old Scratch there waiting on him right now.
Yes, many people say that, well, how can you scream at an old person? I say, well, physically he looks like an old person, but in his mind he still has the same ideas. So,
well, did you see him leering at you vampirically, kind of laughing at you?
Like a devil. He seems really like a devil, literally, and his eyes were like red, you know.
No, he looks like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. At the beginning, he apparently thought that I was a fan of his, because he smiles and he saluted me with his hands. But after that, after he heard that I was telling him to leave Chile, his face changed, and then he laughed again when I accused him of killing a lot of people, meaning the eugenics programs he funds, the genocide in China, as you mentioned, that he praised Mao, the dictatorships in South America. When I saw him laugh, I lost control. You know, I started to scream even more, so I heard a man sitting from inside the vehicle. I didn't know who was he, saying, "Don't scream, don't scream." I even went a little bit inside the vehicle, and I found out that Agustin Edwards Eastman was there. As you covered yesterday, Agustin Edwards Eastman is a descendant of Agustin Edwards McClure, who was president of the League of Nations.
Yeah, they go way back with the Rockefellers, and of course, Eastman's a huge media magnet. So here is Rockefeller, again, with the power elite of South America. Please continue.
Well, that was a big surprise for me. I didn't know that he was going to be there. Well, I think that he wasn't prepared, Mr. Rockefeller, for this. I mean, and maybe he believes that Chile is like the Cook Islands or something like that, where he can come and leave and no one tells anything, because the bodyguards didn't do anything. Even one of them was even laughing when I was there confronting him.
Well, that's what they do. It's a cover to make you feel powerless. You know, I was played a tape of Rockefeller at Bilderberg that I was not allowed to put on air. The person called his hotel room, and it was Rockefeller, because they knew what hotel he was at. And then he said, "Please call back." This was in 2008. Obama was there. And the person called back, got him, had a discussion about world government with him. But the fellow who was down there covering it from Canada was too scared to let me air it. But it was a very powerful interview. And I was only allowed to listen to it. I was not allowed to be given it. So he's still very, very sharp, but he's 96 years old. Of course, the founder of the Rockefeller family, he had a bet that he was going to live to 100, but he died a few months short of it. So David's trying to make it to 100. Stay there.
Normal blood pressure, naturally. How would that make you feel?
I'm Don from New Mexico. January of 2000, I had a heart attack. Then my real health began going downhill, and I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor vision, and I really wasn't sleeping well. I was a mess, pretty much.
Don reports dramatic improvements with Heart and Body Extract.
I started taking Heart and Body Extract, and from within a few days, I started sleeping a lot better. My blood pressure normalized, my blood sugar normalized, and my sleep really did improve.
Experience these benefits and more when your body gets what it needs with the assistance of Heart and Body Extract. Order at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. That's hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305.
And folks, I did not expect this at all. By the 7th, 8th, and 9th day, I saw dramatic improvements from taking Heart and Body Extract.
Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call today 1-877-99-BERKEY.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. Matías Rojas is our guest, joining us from Chile. He and his friend got intel from other patriots who understand the globalist agenda about Mr. David Rockefeller, who, if you had to say one person knows where the bodies are buried, one person who was at all the Bilderberg meetings from 46 on, one person, they were really having them since 46. They didn't really start in 54 like they say. One guy who was, in U.S. intelligence before World War II, a guy that his family, gave the UN the land, developed the idea of the League of Nations. They were the ones, along with Cecil Rhodes and the Queen of England at the time. And that's why there he is with the son of the founder of the League of Nations. And here comes a great patriot for Chile, confronting someone who was involved in the overthrow of Chile on September 11th by Pinochet. Now, I want to get into your new bombshell info, because we've got the Bushes, running down to South America and buying hundreds of thousands of acres. We've got so many of the elites leaving the U.S. because they know what they've done. They're getting ready to stage a civil war here. At least that's the word. You've got some bombshell info for us, Mr. Rojas, so drop it on us.
Well, I find out that many elitists are buying land in the south of Chile, both in Argentina and Chile. Ted Turner, for instance, who was the founder of CNN, he has a lot of land in Argentina. Even Henry Paulson has bought a lot of land in Tierra del Fuego in the south of Chile under the Patagonia Conservation Land Trust. The most important here that I wanted to talk about, that is also connected to the Rockefeller Foundation, is Mr. Douglas Tompkins, so-called ecologist and global warming believer and overpopulation believer. These people are crazy. These people believe that the world is overpopulated, but they have a vast lands, and you know, it's like. Well,
no, that's their admitted plan. They say they're going to get rid of us and live on giant plantations.
Exactly. He has more than 2 million acres, both in Chile and Argentina, Pumalin Park, Concordado Park, and others. And I have here a copy of a newspaper from 2001 where the lawyer of Douglas Tompkins admits that to buy that land, they use money from the Ford Foundation and the Rockefeller Foundation through grants. Some years ago, and I can send you these links, Alex, to this Chilean news articles, a newspaper called La Tercera covered that covered the fact that Rockefeller is one of the most important people that gives us grants to the ecologists here in Latin America, so they can buy land and give it to UNESCO, as you covered in your film, your first film.
And then they personally move in onto it. Same thing in Mexico. We wonder why we're being overrun with all these poor people. God bless them. It's because in the 70s and 80s, they kicked the people off their ancient land, made them go to Mexico City and then to the U.S. This is so cold-blooded.
Exactly. Well, so you have Mr. Rockefeller and the Rockefeller family and the Rockefeller Foundation has a very special interest in the south of Chile. And you can see that right now because David Rockefeller is moving to the south of Chile now on vacations with this guy, Agustin Edwards, to an island. And
now, stop you there, because you have this internally from a media source. We're going to leave that alone. Same source that told you where he was going to be. David Rockefeller is exiting the United States.
I'm not sure about that, but right now he's here in Chile. According to my source, he will be here at least for 10 days. But you can see how the blueprint for the takeover of Chile is happening in the south, buying all of this land.
But to be clear, that I misheard you. So David Rockefeller is not moving to Chile?
No. Nothing confirmed now.
All right, well, the word I've got is that, well, we know the Bushes and others are all moving down to that general area, but you've got the news articles there about how much land he owns. Amazing. We'll be right back with our guest in 60 seconds, and I look forward to having him back up as a correspondent for us down there in South America in beautiful Chile.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio?
Something more important.
Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Silver Lungs Generator. Now you can produce pure and endless colloidal silver and deliver the solution directly into the bloodstream by breathing the solution through the lungs. The respiratory system is the first line of defense for airborne pathogens and viruses. The Silver Lungs Generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced nano-silver solutions and also delivers the silver nanoparticles instantly into the bloodstream. With continued legislation threatening the sale of nano-silver products, you can now produce pure and endless colloidal silver with the Silver Lungs Generator. Very easy to follow step-by-step instructions are provided, making production fast and simple. Go to www.silverlungs.com today and learn more about the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs Generator. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Just the shape of Chile, geographically, I mean, it's a long country, all the way across the western side of South America, running from almost up at the top all the way down to the bottom, so close to Antarctica down at the bottom. Just amazing. I've always wanted to go there. I know a lot of patriots, folks like Dave Von Kleiss and others have moved down there. And I've thought about, when I've been looking at areas in the world, it's one of the safer places in South